Thank you for joining our Lambton Soil and Crop Improvement Association self-guided virtual tour. This stop is at 4282 Forest Road in Brook Alvenston, featuring various tillage tools from Kuhn, Agro-X, John Deere, Degelman, Landoll and Kubota. I'd like to thank Advantage Farm Equipment, Agro-X, Podolinsky Equipment, and South Point Equipment for participating. Most of this footage was filmed July 22nd on clay ground and was barely fit for some of the tools. The Kubota demo was filmed on July 27th, and the ground
Hello, my name's Ken McCann with Kuhn North America. I'd like to introduce you today to our new Kuhn Optima XL short disc tillage machine. We have several new machines in this range. This is a 3-point mounted unit. We offer it in a 3 meter, a 3.5, and a 4 meter machine. And then we also have trail units available starting at 4 meters. There's a 5 meter model, a 6 meter model, and then the big one is up to 7.5 meters. Several new features and improvements on this over our previous machine. We give it a much heavier frame than the previous Optima Plus. We have a lot more clearance in our disc arms. You can see when we go around the back that they're a little bit longer for clearance. We've added standard deflectors on each side. And we have 2 different model versions available. So this is an Optima XL, which means large disc. There is also an Optima L, which is a smaller disc. So this machine here, XL, has a 24-inch blade, 620 millimeters, 6 millimeters thick, mounted on a 12-degree angle, aggressive, and a compound angle of 12 degrees. So it's 12 and 12. The Optima L has a 20-inch disc, 510 millimeter disc, again 6 millimeters thick, and it's a little less aggressive, mounted at a 6-degree and a 6-degree angle. So the XL, kind of more of a fall tillage, a deeper tillage tool. It'll till up to 6 inches, and the Optima L is more intended for spring type tillage with a maximum depth of 4 inches. Both machines are designed to work around that 10-mile-an-hour speed range. We use elastomer poly bands here on 4 sides of the beam to hold each disc, so they're mounted independently, provide you rock protection, but at the same time it maintains its angle if it does have to move a little bit. It doesn't change its angle at all as it attacks the ground. This is kind of a basic 3.5 meter version here. We have hydraulic depth control on the back available. This has a standard one here, but hydraulic is an option on the small one. On the bigger ones, of course, that's standard. And then we have multiple different finishing tools on the back. On this machine here today, we're showing you a new double roller package. There's 7 different combinations to go on the back, single T-line rollers, packers, all different combinations of things, as well as we can add an optional pine harrow on the back of the machine here for some additional leveling if needed. As well, we've integrated our air seeding CCX 9000 machine for seeding cover crops. This machine is built to accept the mounting of that here on the back, and we can use it as a dual purpose tillage cover crop seeder. I'm here today with Advantage Farm Equipment out of Wyoming. They're our local dealer for the Optima and Kuhn products. I'd like to thank them for having us out today. And if you have any questions, you can check us out at Kuhn.com, KuhnNorthAmerica.com, I'm sorry. And we'd be happy to be in touch and share some information.
So this is David and Brent from Agro-X. We have recently acquired a penta tillage side, and this here is a penta high-speed disc. What's great about this disc? Well, there's a few things. The
24-inch disc.
The 24-inch disc, also the weight of it. It's in between the weight of a Degelman and a horse as far as weight per linear foot. The price is right. We're looking at about $3,100 per linear foot, brand new. For this unit. The disc blades are 24 inch, is that correct?
Yeah,
24 inch disc blades. You can go between round disc or notch disc. Typically how they come is with the round disc up front or back behind. What's it normally go?
It's usually notched in the front, smooth in the back. This one here is notched on front and back.
So it makes a little more aggressive disc. And as you can see by the tillage work that's been done to it, it's done a quite job for a single pass. So if you go back here, the reason for the smooth in the back is that's just to do a better seed
bed
for a better seed bed. Yeah. So this would be more a setup for fall tillage, how it is right now, right, Brent?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're a very simple unit. Every disc blade has one bearing. There are 2 arms per blade, so to speak. So there's one blade and there's an arm that's attached to the other one. It just makes for a stronger.
So 8 bolts, it's extra strength.
Yeah, so it's not moving around. You'll see a lot of other units that the unit itself will move it quite a bit. This is a very sturdy unit and one forged solid piece. So it's just built really, really tough. And due to basically smart manufacturing, we've been able to maintain prices as other machinery has gone up in price. We've been able to maintain the price. So we haven't really seen any increase in the price of this machine. So it's a great unit and something definitely worth checking out and trying.
Hi, I'm Patrick from Podolinsky Equipment, and today we're working with our John Deere 2730 combination ripper. So it's called a combination ripper because of the sequence of tools it has on the frame, starting with 24-inch or 2 sets of 24-inch discs to chop and bury residue that can work up to 8 inches deep. Behind them we have deep ripper shanks that are 24 inches apart that can work as deep as 18 inches. And then behind them, it's followed up with a closing disc system to help fill the dirt in behind the ripper shank troughs that they leave behind, as well as a chopping reel to help break up any clumps that may come up from the deep shanks. Today we're working wheat stubble with a Degelman Pro-Till high-speed disc. So there's not a whole lot to this high-speed disc. It's 2 disc gangs. Both gangs have discs on 10-inch spacing, where the back discs are centered to the front disc, so there should be no more than a 5-inch space between each disc once a pass has been made down the field. This particular unit has 20-inch diameter discs. There's also optional 22 and 26-inch discs. We particularly chose 20 because at lower ground speed it maximizes the velocity of the disc speed for chopping. So also on this tool we have notch discs on the front gang and smooth discs on the rear gang. You can also put any combination you want on this tool. This is just how we sell most of the tools around here in Lambton County. And then to follow those disc gangs is our rubber roller, which just helps break up any big clumps and leave a nice smooth finish. stubble with the Landoll Ripball 2211, which is a disc chisel disc. So it starts off with a front disc gang with 24-inch diameter discs on 10.5-inch spacing. And this front disc gang is adjustable from either to 14 degrees or 18 degrees. And then behind them are some chisel style shanks, which are spaced 15 inches apart that can work up to 12 inches deep. And then they are followed by the rear disc gang, which is also 24-inch discs on 10.5-inch spacing, and also the angle is adjustable, but a little different on the degrees. This one can be set at 12 degrees or 16 degrees. And then this tool doesn't have it, but there is an optional chopping reel on these tools if you are looking for just a little bit cleaner finish behind it.
Hi, I'm Travis Group. I'm the product specialist for Western Ontario for Kubota, Canada. I'm here with South Point, the Wyoming location. They're your local Kubota dealer. Today we're doing a tillage demo here with an M7 152 as well as a what we call a compact disc or a CD 2500T. So this particular tool comes in 4 sizes on a trailed model. We have a 2 meter, 4 meter, 6 meter, and 7 meter. 13 foot, 16 foot, 20 foot, 23 feet. Good versatile piece of tillage equipment for both pre and for first and second pass tillage or spring and fall tillage. This is kind of the our premium offering, being it's a 2000 series unit. Built by Kverneland, so this comes out of Europe. It's been in the market for several years. Kubota bought out Kverneland, and we have now a good line of tillage equipment. So just a couple key features on this particular machine. It's hydraulic leveling, or hydraulic depth adjustment. So all you got to do is you have some spacers. Depending on what kind of depth you want to work, you just adjust your spacers both on the depth wheel on the front and on your your packer unit on the back. Simply have the right amount. You want to use the machine, run the machine fairly level. That'll get you your best job. We have deflectors on the units on both sides, as it's going to throw dirt. The disc, the outside is going to throw, or the front gang is going to throw it out to the one side. The rear gang is going to go throw it the other direction. So we put these deflectors on to keep the flow back into the back unit. This guy comes with 23.5-inch blades. The really nice feature about this guy is we can actually wear these blades down to 6 inches of wear. So we can get these down to about 17 inches before you need to replace the disc. It's a huge feature for this. You're not replacing discs all the time. All you simply do is you have to adjust the gangs. That'll get you your good quality cut still, and you get that good result whether you have full size blades or you've worn them down. On the back we've got leveling tines, so again to help break up the clots. And we also have two different packer units that are our most popular. This particular unit being the ActiPack. It's the heaviest unit, but it does a great job of consolidating and making a good finish for right into seeding. ActiPack also includes these knives, which what they do is they basically just break up the clots. So again, you get that nice finish at the end of the day. This is a good both spring and fall consolidation tool, but the other packer units we offer is a cage roller, which is good as a spring tool. We also offer suspension on the back. So typical speed on this guy is about 8 to 10, 12 kilometers per hour. So when you're going through the field that rough or that speed, you're going to see a little bit of bounce in the axle. So not only on the highway where you get suspension, we get suspension going through the field, and that takes out the bumps out of the machine. So overall, it's a great piece of equipment. Again, it's 4 sizes, lots of different options. We're pulling it on today on a 150 horsepower tractor. Probably could use a little bit more to get a little bit more speed, but overall it does a good job. So thanks for listening.